Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's contest. My name is David Denman. I'm a Strat fanatic from, ever since 1971, and love to play the game and love to share the game as well. And I'd like to share the game that's going on tonight. I've adopted, I should say, the 1980 Los Angeles Dodgers season as a season-long replay. I play cards and dice, some super advanced, such as ballpark factors, the clutch hitting, things of that nature. No weather effects. I don't play weather effects, and I don't have the or consider the stealing methods of the super advanced. I play kind of a basic part of that. The player stealing rating versus the hold and the throwing of the catcher are the only things that go into consideration there. But I digress. Let's get back to our ball game. I've chosen to record tonight's game because of the pitching matchup. It is the third game of the 1980 Major League Baseball season for the Dodgers. They opened up in Houston, and this is the third game, as I said, of the series and third game of the season. The Astros have taken the first two. J.R. Richards started the first game, struck out 13 in 8 innings. Oddly enough, in real life, he also did the same. 3-1 victory for the Houston Astros there, and then they prevailed in the second game. Joe Niekro went for the Astros, and Rick Sutcliffe was on the mound for the Dodgers. And that was a 6-4 win for the Astros, loss for the Dodgers. So, again, I'm recording tonight's game because of the pitching matchup, which is Nolan Ryan going for the Astros. This is his first start as an Astro. He was the first $1 million free agent, and this is his first start. And it's also under the dome. So we're at the Astrodome, and should be a pretty good ball game. Don Sutton's on the mound for the Dodgers. It's his first early year as well, and can't wait to get her rolling. So to get things underway, let's introduce it first, the lineups for tonight's game. It's actually a day game that occurred on Saturday, April 12th in 1980. Leading off for the hometown Houston Astros, Terry Poole. He's playing right field. Craig Reynolds is a shortstop. He bats second, left-handed swinging shortstop. Cesar Cedeno is out in center field, batting third. Joe Morgan got the cleanup spot for the Astros. He was new to the Astros that year as well. Hoping to bring in some old blood, some people that had extra or playoff experience is why Morgan was brought in. Jose Cruz, heavy on the Cruz, bats fifth, playing left field. Enos Cabell is the third baseman, batting sixth. Art Howe's got the first base tonight, and he is batting seventh. Eighth hitter is Alan Ashby, the catcher. And then, as I said, the Express, Nolan Ryan, is on the mound. For the visiting Los Angeles Dodgers, and the team that whose season I'm replaying, leading off and playing second base, Davey Lopes. Playing center field, batting second, is Rudy Law. Third is Reggie Smith. He is the right fielder. Steve Garvey's got the cleanup spot. He's playing first, of course. Dusty Baker, world champion for the first time this year in 2022, is in left field, batting fifth. Ron Say is playing third base. He's the sixth hitter. Seventh today, this is his first start of the season, been Darryl Thomas the first two games, is Bill Russell. So the infield for the Dodgers, the long-standing infield of Garvey, Lopes, Russell, and Say, are on the field tonight for this, third game. Steve Yeager is the catcher. He is the eighth hitter, and then on the mound for the visiting Dodgers is Don Sutton. So let's play the national anthem, and then let's play some baseball. pull up a tasty beverage. Slide mine under the camera. Enjoy some Friday night lights baseball, Strat-O-Matic baseball. Broadcasting from northern Michigan. Got about 6 inches of snow on the ground. It's 18 degrees outside right now. And a good time to play some Strat-O-Matic baseball. Do a little work here. First of all, and then we'll be underway. I use a dice roller for my replays, for rolling the dice, of course, as I said. It's 7 pixels. It's in the App Store, and it's awesome. I really like that program. I'll show you how it looks. It appears on the screen here. I couldn't figure out how to get both screen and cards in and have the cards readable, so I'm going to roll the dice off to the side and call out what happens to happen. There's my reflection, as you can see there. Dice roller is getting ready to start, and there it is. So, got Houston Astro colors going for us, so I've yet to switch it over to the Dodgers. In fact, I got the Dodgers on another roll here. Let's see if they pop up here. No, we're going to go red and black, or white, red, with a black 20-sided die. So, with no further ado, we are underway. I'll call out the roll. Batting leadoff, Davey Lopes. Ryan's finishes warm-up tosses, and we are underway. Right-hander versus right-hander. I play the advanced sides of the card. Ground ball to first base X. First baseman, and for the Houston Astros is Howe. He's a 3. The split is an 8, so that goes to an E rating. His E rating is 23. The roll is a 4. That's an error all the way along. So Howe boots the ground ball that Lopes hits to him, and Davey Lopes is on base, leading off the game. Lopes is an A stealer. Ryan is a 0 for the hold. The catcher for the Dodgers, or excuse me, Astros in this case, Alan Ashby is a -1. So simple math. 1 to 15 is the chance for Lopes. 1 to 14 with the reduction of the hold, and he is going. Davey's going to try to steal second base, and the split is a 6, so he's done so easily. In under the tag, well ahead of the throw, and he is now at second base in scoring position to lead off the game. Rudy Laws, the batter, left-handed hitting center fielder. Rudy's 0 for 1980 thus far. Let's see if we can make a change here. Ground ball, first base B. So picture in your mind's eye, that's a little bit wide of the bag. It's not hit as hard as most. I play a local rule that if the ball hit to the right side, advances the runner if the runner's rating is worthy of it. In this case, I call a ground ball A. If you're 1 to 12 or less, you didn't go to third base from second. But ground balls B, ground ball C, of course, is an automatic advance. So Lopes takes third on the ground ball, and that's unassisted by Howe. He steps on the bag. 1 down, runner on third, and Reggie Smith is up. We're going with corners in, and Lopes has a green light to go. Reggie's a switch hitter, batting left-handed against lone Ryan. Ryan kicks and deals. 5-5 is the roll, which is a ground ball to shortstop X. That shortstop is, as we had noted, that's Reynolds. He's a 3. 19-3 is a ground ball A, with the corners in. However, that is a ground ball to the shortstop that scores the run, as the middle infielders were back. It's unearned in that Davey reached on an error. So Smith gets an RBI. There are 2 out, a run in, nobody on base. Steve Garvey, the batter. 3-4 is the roll, which is a ballpark ground ball. In this case, it's a ground ball third base B. In the Houston Astrodome, if you are a right-handed hitter, it's 1 to 6. If you're a left-handed hitter, it's a 1 to 18. The split is a 3. Garvey's a right-handed hitter, so he gets a ballpark single out of that ground ball. So indicate that went past the shortstop. There's a ballpark single. Garvey's on. Keeps the inning alive. Dusty Baker, the batter. 2 out. Runner on first. 1 run in. 6-2 is the roll, which is a bounce back to the pitcher. He's a 4. The split is a 19. That is a single, so that's kind of a tap single back toward Ryan. He got a glove on it, slowed it down, but did not get the out. Baker legs it out. Garvey moves on to second base. The Dodgers has still got something rolling here in the first. So they got a runner in scoring position with 2 out. Ron Say is the batter. He has no clutch hitting, otherwise it actually goes the other way. A single becomes a pop-out for him. So let's see how this turns out. 2 men on, 2 men out. 5-5, another ground ball to the shortstop. 16 is the split this time, which puts us as a ground ball B. So picture in your mind's eye, Reynolds scoops it up, flips it to the second baseman, Morgan, and the force is made at second base. They get 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error, and 2 men were left. Putouts were made at second base, first base, 2, assists, 2 at shortstop, and the error by Howe at third. I keep track of the fielding records as well, and Strat-O-Matic into replays. This is my 25th replay. So I replayed 25 previous seasons before this. I like to pick seasons that are noteworthy. In 1980, the Dodgers had a 1-game playoff at the end of the season after they had swept the Astros to go into a tie. They lost the 4th game of the series, which turned out to be game 163 or 1-game playoff, 7-1. So it was all for not getting that far, but we're going to see if we can change history with this replay. Bottom of the first, Terry Poole's the batter. He is a left-handed swinging right fielder. Sutton's finished his warm-up tosses, and we're ready to go. The roll is a 6-6, which against a left-hander split 1 through 4 is a single. The split is a 2, so that's a shot that goes down to the, down past second base. It skitters off the glove and into right field. A line shot by Poole that ricocheted off the glove of Lopes and on into right field. Smith fields it. Terry makes the turn, but returns. He's back on. Stealing is A for Terry Poole. It's a +1 hold for Sutton, so he is going. The split is a 10, which he is safe at second base easily. Now Reynolds gets a crack at a runner at second base, nobody out for an RBI. Left-handed swinging shortstop. 6-3 is the roll, which is an N home run 1 through 11, but it is a ballpark signal as well. It's a little tough to hit balls out of the Astrodome. In the 80 ballpark effects, the Astrodome, as a left-handed batter, it's a 1, or as a right-handed batter, it's a 1. The split has to be a 1. For drama, I re-roll the dice, the 20-sided dice, on the home run rolls. So we got a split of 6 going right now. We're looking for 1 for Reynolds for a home run. It is an 18, so picture a long fly to right. Right fielder Smith camps, catches it at the wall. Poole tags at second. He's going for third. 6 is a split. He makes it easily. So long fly ball to right field by Craig Reynolds. The tag was made by Poole, and he is taken third. Runner on third now with 1 out. Dodgers elect to go with corner in, and Poole has the green light to go. Cesar Cedeno is the batter. No wild pitches by Don Sutton in the year of 1980, so we're not going to get it home on a wild pitch, but a lot of different ways for him to score from third. 2-10 is the split, which is a double star single. It has that batting or clutch hitting symbol next to it, which would turn it into an out if there were 2 out. But a solid base hit. I also play, if it's a right-handed batter, anything that's in the 1 and 2 column with the left field, anything in the 3 column with the right. So, left field more centered, left center, right field. So, a sharp single to left center, RBI single, Poole comes in, we've got a tie ball game, 1-1. Cesar Cedeno, double A stealer, so 1-17 are the possibilities. Sutton is a +1. Yeager is a -2, so it's a net -1. So it's 1 through 16. He's going. Odds are good. 1 is a split, so it's a bad throw by the catcher. Let's see if it goes on into center field. Yeager's rating on throwing is 1 through 9. So 1 through 9 roll now on the split will equal a ball that goes on into center field on a throwing error. 3 is the roll, so it went on into center field. Yeager tried to hurry it to get the man, and it cost him. Into center field it goes. Cedeno takes third on the throw. So from first to third on the play, stolen base, safe at third on an error by the catcher. Another opportunity, it is also now corners in, and Cedeno is green lighted for going. Morgan, the batter, left-handed swinging, left Joe Morgan, flapping that elbow, trying to keep it in. And we had corners in, as you recall. 2-9 is the roll, which is a ground ball first base B plus. So corners in, that is a single past first base. Howe did not flag that one down because he was in. In comes Cedeno. RBI single from Morgan, and it's now 2-1 Astros. 1 out still here in the first. Morgan, even though he's toward the end of his career, a stealer. We've done the math. It's a -1 off from 1 to 15, so it's 1 to 14. He's going to go too. So Morgan goes, and this time the Astros are not as lucky. The split is a 19, so he is caught stealing. Jose Cruz, the batter, and at the plate, is left-handed swinging, so the shortstop has the coverage. So Morgan is out 2 to 6. So the shortstop, Russell, put the tag on Morgan coming in. That is 2 out. I keep track of the caught stealings as well. Cruz is still at the plate, but now there's no one on. 2 runs in. 3 hits thus far in this inning. 2-4 is a single 1 through 13. 16 is the split. So that is kind of a lunging catch by the second baseman, Lopes. Lopes had to snag that one to keep it from going into right field. And that ends the inning. So they were hitting the ball hard. There was no, soft contact in that inning. 2 runs on 3 hits. There was that single error. There was no one left on base because of the caught stealing. 1 inning in, and the Houston Astros lead the LA Dodgers 2-1. We move to the top of the second now. Bill Russell will be the batter. We've got Russell, Yeager, and Sutton are scheduled. Ryan's back on the hill. We're underway for inning number 2. Bill Russell, right-handed swinging shortstop. 5-3 is the result, which is a fly to left field X. Left fielder Cruz is a 2. The split is a 14, so that doesn't go into his E rating. That is a fly ball left field C. So picture in the mind's eye, that's kind of a can of corn hit to left field. Fisted him a little bit perhaps. So it's over the shortstop. Cruz is coming in, running in, loses the cap because of the afro and makes the catch at his knees. 1 down. Steve Yeager, the batter, right-handed swinging catcher. 2-3 is the roll, which is a ground ball second base C. So I, for the sake of keeping book, I indicate that anything that is under 10 is a tap. So the batter tapped the ball, kind of made soft contact out towards second base. If it's greater than 10, it is a chop. In this case, it's a tap to second base. Second baseman Morgan makes a great play on it. Throws him out, and there's 2 down. Don Sutton, the batter, he is a 1 WR, if I remember right. Yep, 1 WR, so not a home run threat, but 1 batter. We've got the 1 hitting card in. Ryan kicking and dealing. Odds for a strikeout are great here. 5-7 is the result, which is a ground ball second base X. Morgan is a 3. The split is a 2. Don't even have to look for that one. That's a ground ball base hit past Morgan into right field, and Sutton, the pitcher, is on. 2-out single by Sutton brings up Davy Lopes. Lopes safe on an error and scored in the first. Now in the second inning, 3-5 is the result, which is a ground ball base hit into right field. I play as a home rule. If it indicates the field that it's hit to, it's grounded there. So that rolled through between Howe and Morgan into right field, ground ball into right field. Sutton holds at second base on a ground ball single into right field. The right fielder, Poole, fires the ball into second base. And we've got 2 men on and 2 men out. Rudy Law, the batter, left-handed swinger. Ryan has already given up 4 singles. Just a single run at this time. Law is opposite as far as clutch hitting. Instead of hits, they become outs. So the odds of him getting a hit here, an RBI single, go down. We got a foul ball. Everything resets. Another foul back on the screen. Law's hanging in there against that fastball. 3-8 is the result, which is a ground ball first base B. So a ground ball to first, a little wide of first. Ryan covers as Howe flips it to him, and the side retires. They leave 2 on. No score for the Dodgers in the second. We go to the bottom of the second. The Astros lead 2-1. We have assists at 3 and 4. There we go. So, hope you're enjoying the game. I love 1980 season. A lot of tight pennant races, a lot of future Hall of Famers played in that year. It's just a good season to have purchased from Strat-O-Matic here. This is the super advanced version, so not the original version that was issued. Cabell, Howe, and Ashby are the batters. So Sutton, right-hander versus right-hander. Cabell's 3-5 is a line shot base hit. It's in the 3 column, so that went to right field. And Cabell, being a right-handed hitter, slices one into right field, and he is now on first base. He is a B-stealer. He's going to stay put. We're not going to put a play on here right now. Let's see what Art Howe can do with a runner on first base. 1-11, ground ball, third base B. So picture in your mind's eye. Shot goes down to Say. He fields it, fires it to the second baseman Lopes, and that's all they get. So an attempted double play, but yeah, back then they could slide in hard. It's likely that Cabell took out Morgan at second base, and that was where that play ended. Howe was on first base on the fielder's choice. 1 down. Alan Ashby, switch hitting catcher, is up. Batting left-handed against the right-hander Sutton. 6-7 is a strikeout with a point of weakness dot by it. To add a little realism to Strat-O-Matic, I indicate that is a called strike 3. So if a strikeout with a point of weakness dot by it is a called strike 3. I adapted to my replays over the last 2 full seasons that after 3 called strike 3s, the third one, an argument ensues. The batter's a little mad that he's been called out on strikes. So argument ensues, and if it happens to be a 1 on the split when it's rolled, then the batter's out of the game. If it's a 2, the manager of the team that's at bat is out of the game. So adding a little more realism as well. Get some ejections in there. I've had a few. So Ryan the batter, 2 out, and on first base. He is a 1NR, so he has home run power. 5-7 is the roll, which is a triple 1. Fly ball center field B the rest of the way. The split is the 16, so it's kind of a soft liner to center field. Nothing that Rudy Law can't run down, and he does. And the side retires. They get a hit, but that's all they get. Outs occur at second, or at catcher, second base, center field, an assist by the third baseman. Do a little homework here from the first inning as well, so bear with me. And where was that? There it is, right field. An assist at the catcher on the stolen base. 2 innings in, Astros lead 2-1. We go to the top of third. Smith, Garvey, and Baker. Hardly order for the Dodgers come up. Left-handed swinging Smith, he's 0 for 1. Got a ground ball RBI in the first with the corners in, runner on third. 5-5 is the split, or roll, which is a ground ball shortstop X. The split is a 4. And I believe Arrows is a 3. So 4-3, that is a base hit. Another infield hit. Reggie legs this one out on that ground ball to shortstop. And Reggie Smith is on base. 1-14 runner, decent runner. Not a good base stealer. Garvey, see hit and run, so he's smack in the middle. We're not going to put a play on. We're just going to swing away. Garvey, right-handed batter. Ryan, a right-handed pitcher. 4-3 is the result. Fly ball right field X. Right fielder Pool is a 1 with an E rating of 4. 16 is the split. So 16-1 is a fly ball right field B. So it was deep, but not deep enough. Smith playing halfway retreats to first base as the catch is made by Poole. 1 down, 1 man on. Dusty Baker, the batter. Something in the 2 column if you're a Dodger fan. 6-9 is the roll, which is a strikeout on Ryan's card. And that is the first strikeout for Nolan Ryan in this game. 2 down. Ron Say, the batter. The Penguin at the plate. Taking that long stance, long time getting in the box. 4-10. Catch X is what we've got. 17 is the split. 17 split, and the catcher is Ashby, who's a 2. 17-2 is a passed ball. I play on the split ratings here that if there's action occurs like a passed ball, Strat-O-Matic says pass ball and pop out. Well, I treat it as it's not a pop out if there is a pass ball. So a pass ball occurred and the batter stays in the plate. Ball skips past Ashby. Smith takes second base, so he's now in scoring position. Say has a chance now with a duck on a pond. Tie this ball game. 2-7 is the result, which is a ball 4 walk. Just a little wild in that at bat was our pal Nolan Ryan, and he issues his first walk shortly after his first strikeout. Bill Russell, the batter, in 1980. Ryan had 98 bases on balls in 234 innings and struck out 200 batters. So Ryan-esque numbers there. Bill Russell, the batter, 2 on, 2 out. They need a clutch hit from Bill. 2 column if you're a Dodger fan. 4-11 is the roll, which is a ground ball to shortstop A. So shortstop Reynolds scoops it up, flips it to the second baseman as a force out, and again the side retires. Morgan trots in, rolls the ball to the mound. There's a hit. They left 2. 2.5 in the books. The Astros lead 2-1. 9 assists, that's 6. Move to the bottom, home half of the third. Back to the top of the order. Terry Poole, Rudy Law, or excuse me, it's not Rudy Law, it's Craig Reynolds, and then Cesar Cedeno. Split is, or the roll is 3-9 against a right-hander, which is a triple 1 through 4, single the rest of the way. The split is a 10, so that is a base hit, and also now judging where these hits go. On the pitcher's card, if you're a, on the pitcher's card, 4 column equals left center, fielded still by the center fielder. 5 is dead center, hit straight up the middle, and 6 is right center. So just kind of adds a little more realism to the baseball play. So Poole hits a base hit to left center field. Center fielder, Law, cuts it off. Poole is on. He is an A stealer. He has already stolen 1 base. He is now 2 for 2 today at the bat. And we'll see how he is on the running. He is going. Split is a 16, so he was a 15 to begin with. Plus 1 for the throwing from Sutton makes him a 16. But then a reduction of 2 by Yeager. That is a caught stealing. So he is gunned down. Reynolds, the left-handed batter, at the plate. So the shortstop takes the coverage. Poole is thrown out at second base. Second runner caught at second base. 1 down, nobody on. Craig Reynolds, the batter. 4-2 is the result, which is a walk. Went to a 3-2 count. Worked him pretty close. Got a good roll, but walked him anyway. Reynolds is not running. Cesar Cedeno is the batter. He is 1 for 1. Single, RBI single, scored a run in the first. 6-8, which is a ground ball. Second base X5 is the split. Second baseman Lopes is a 3. That is a ground ball. Ooh, that's an A because it's at second base. So bounce, ground ball A. 4-6. 3, double play. Lopes to Russell to Garvey. And Cedeno is banged into a double play. No runs on a hit. There was nobody left. And we've got 3 complete in the books. It is still 2 Astros, 1 Dodgers after 3. We move to the top of the 4th. I'm going to take a little break. Get the pipes warmed up again. After a 30-plus year hiatus from playing Strat-O-Matic baseball, I picked the game back up in 2008. Family of 6, my 4 sisters went together and purchased the 2008 season for me. And because they remember as I was a young man playing the game that I spent a lot of hours playing Strat-O-Matic baseball. And now I've got quite a bit of time on my hands, late in my life. 64, a month ago. And kids are grown. Got open evenings. I like playing Strat-O-Matic baseball on them. Steve Yeager, the batter. Right-handed hitting catcher. It's Yeager, Sutton, and Lopes do at the plate. 6-12 is the result, which is a bounce back to the pitcher. Ryan is a 4. Split is a 16, so it goes to his E rating of 31. Split roll is a 12. I have no idea what that's going to do. That still results in an error. So Ryan fields it cleanly, but then throws it wide at first. Yeager is safe at first. The Dodgers have the leadoff man on. Yeager, 10 runner. Not going to burn up the bases. A bunter for Don Sutton. The configuration of the infield is corners are in, looking for that bunt. So that makes him a B bunter. 9 is the roll. The batter is thrown out by the third baseman. So, third baseman, Cabell makes the play, throws it to Morgan covering at first. Yeager takes second base. We got a runner in scoring position with one out. Davey Lopes the batter. Second error for the Dodgers, or excuse me, the Astros. Right-hander versus right-hander. 6-6 is a split, which is a triple one. Single the rest of the way. The split is a 7. So Lopes ropes a base hit into right center field. 2-star single, scores Yeager from second base. RBI single for Lopes, and we have a tie ball game. Davey Lopes comes through with an RBI single. One out, top of the fourth. Lopes is on first base. Need we ask, again, A stealer, -1 for Ashby, 0 hold for Ryan, 1 through 14. He's running. You get the idea I like to run. Stolen base, as the split is a 5. So Lopes has stolen his second base of the evening. He is at second base now with one out. Rudy Law is the batter, left-handed swinging center fielder. He's 0 for 2. Couple ground balls to first base. 2-7 is result, which is a soft fly to center field. Cedeno's got that one measured, makes the catch. 2 down. Lopes retreats to second base. And Reggie Smith is now the batter. I also have a rule as well. If you've got a burner on first base, and a burner to me is anyone that's 16 and above. So Lopes is a burner. He's a 17. So they would have an opportunity to tag on a long fly. So if that were a fly ball center field B, then I give him the opportunity to tag. Unlike right field, where you add 2 to the runner's running ability, and for my center field tag, you get 1, and you are out if the split is a 20 or a 19. So adds a little more realism to the game, because occasionally they will take that third base on a fly ball to center. Reggie Smith the batter. Runner on second base is Lopes. There are 2 out. Smith swinging left-handed against right-hander Ryan. 2-11 hits it right back to Ryan. 1 hopper. The Express has got it. Flips it over to first, and the side is out. But not before they score a run on a hit. There was that error, and a man left. We've got 3.5 in now, and we have a tie ball game, 2-2. Astros and Dodgers. Doing the bookkeeping here, so on to the bottom of the fourth we go. Tie ball game. New game right here, right now. Don Sutton coming up. We're out on the mound. Coming up are Joe Morgan, Jose Cruz, and Enos Cabell. 4, 5, and 6 batters for the Astros. Joe keeping that elbow flapping. 4-7 is the fly ball to center field deep. Back goes Law. Makes the catch just short of the warning track in center field in the dome. There's 1 down. Jose Cruz the batter, left-handed swinger. 5-7, which is a double 1 through 4, single the rest of the way. Split is a 20, so that's a roped base hit to center field by a Cruz. And the Astros have a man on. Enos Cabell is the batter. Cruz is a double A stealer. Hit and run C for Cabell, so we're not going to hit and run. We're going to do a straight steal here. Like I said, I like to run. 5 is the result, so that is a stand-up stolen base kind of thing that we just went on. Cruz took second base without a slide. He's in scoring position now with 1 out. Enos Cabell, right-hander versus right-hander. 4-8 is the split, which is a strikeout. Sutton went to the well to get some steam, and he got it. Second strikeout for Sutton, a big one there with a runner on second base and just 1 out. There was a 2 split, however, which then brings in the possibility of that balk. So if I throw 1 now, a balk occurred. 9 is the split, so maybe you got a warning. Hal, the batter, runner on second base. There are 2 out. 6-4 is the result, which is a ground ball, shortstop. Russell's got it. He makes a good throw to first base this time, and the side is out. They get a hit, score no runs. We have through 4 complete, and we got a tie ball game, 2-2. On to the top of the 5th now. Steve Garvey will lead things off. Right-hander versus right-hander. Ryan's point of weakness inning is the 6th. He has thrown a number of pitches. This is his 24th batter, which roughly is 3.8 per batter is the average in Major League Baseball. So 3.8 per batter. Let's make it 4. And he got 21 batters. So he's already at pitch number 84, and we're just in the 4th inning. But it is also Nolan Ryan, who pitched into his 40s. So Garvey the batter. Foul ball back to the screen. We all reset again. Ryan, the right-hander, kicks and deals. Bounce to shortstop. 18 is the split. That's an out every day. Reynolds over to Howe. 1 down. Dusty Baker, the batter. Dusty's 1 for 2. Singled in the 1st. Struck out in the 3rd. Here in the 5th. 5-9. Strikeout. Swinging. Set him down. 2nd time in a row he's gotten dusty with that heater. That's the 3rd strikeout for Ryan. Ron Say, the batter. 2 out, nobody on. Say is grounded out and walked. 5-9. We just saw that. Strike 3 swinging. Ryan is getting into his groove, and the Dodgers are going down, flailing. Nothing in the top of the 5th for the Dodgers. 2 strikeouts. Bounce out to shortstop. We move to the bottom of the 5th. No score in the inning. 2-2 is the score for the ball game. Dodgers Don Sutton on the mound. Alan Ashby, the pitcher, Nolan Ryan, and then the leadoff batter, Terry Poolerdew. Ashby swinging left-handed switch-hitting catcher. 110 is the result, which is a bounce to second base. Straight up bounce to second. Lopes over to Garvey. 1 down. Ryan Express at the bat. Lined up to center field the first time up. 5-8 is the result, which is a bounce to second base. The split is a 9, which is going to put it in the E rating for Lopes. He is an 18. 10 is the roll. Sounds like an out to me. And it is. So back-to-back ground balls to Lopes. Retire the first 2 batters for the Houston Astros here in the bottom of the 5th. We go to the top of the order. Terry Poole. Poole is 2 for 2. Couple singles, scored a run back in the 1st. Stole the base and has been caught stealing. Busy on the base paths. 5-8 is the roll, which is a bounce to second base. X. 3 is the split. They're all 3s at second base. In this case, Lopes can't make the play, and that is an infield hit for Terry. He's on first base with 2 out. Terry tried to steal again. We got a tie ball game. 2 are out. We're going to leave it alone. He's not running this time. Reynolds, straight up swinging, hits it on the ground ball to shortstop. Russell's got it, flips it to Lopes, covering at second base, and the inning is over. They get a hit, but that's it. And 5 complete now in the books. We're tied at 2. A lot of ground balls in that inning, so Sutton's sinker, or spitter, if you want to call it, looking just fine. Ryan's back on the mound. This is his point of weakness inning, the 6th. He's got the bottom 3rd of the Dodger order in front of him. Russell, Yeager, and Sutton are due. 2-7 is the result, which is a ground ball base hit up the middle for young Bill. Bill's now 1 for 3. B Steeler. We need base runners, but we are at the bottom of that order right here as well, or the batting order. -1 for Ashby makes him 1 to 12. We're going to take a chance, and he's going to go. So Russell's running. 13 is the split, so they gunned him down. Yeager is a right-handed swinger, so the second baseman covers on that throw. And we have another caught stealing, and this time it was Russell. Caught by Ashby. 1 down. Time to get a man in scoring position, but didn't work out well. Yeager the batter, 4-9. Fly ball right field B. So he hits it deep. Poole goes back at the track, makes the catch. 2 are down. 2 up, 2 down. Well, we had a single and a caught stealing and then out. Don Sutton the batter. 1 WR. Anything on the hitter's card's got to be a 1-2 or he's out. And 1-2. It's actually a 2-10. Sorry, or he's out. 1-2 is a line out into a Lomax on the pitcher's card. So that is to the shortstop, and the side retires. There was a hit, but nobody got left and nobody scored. 5.5 in the books now. We're still tied at 2. Nice tight ball game, as anticipated, with these two on the mound, Ryan and Sutton. Both quality pitchers, crafty right-handers. Cedeno, Morgan, and Cruz will bat. Got hardly order coming up. Right-hander versus right-hander. Sutton working now, bottom of the 6th, tie ball game. 1-2 is the roll. So snake eyes again. This time it's ground ball to third. Third baseman Cabell. Nope, sorry. Say scoops it up, fires it over to Garvey. 1 down. Morgan the batter. Joe is 1 for 2. RBI single in the first. 3-5, which is a triple 1 through 8 in fly ball right field B the rest of the way. The split is an 11. So picture in your mind's eye, right fielder Smith is chasing that ball down, and he makes a fine running catch to reel that one in back in the corner. Joe gave it a ride, but Reggie was up to the task and made the catch. 2 are out. Cruz the batter, nobody on. Cruz is 1 for 2. Common denominator here. Everybody's getting a single hit. 4-4, so which is a base hit, or excuse me, ballpark base hit potential to right field. And it's pretty easy on the left-handers in Houston, if I remember right. Yeah, 1 through 18. Splits of 14, so that is a ballpark base hit to right field. And Jose is on. Double-A Steeler, there are 2 out, so he's going to try to make it. 12 is the split. We got another stolen base. Cruz is stolen 2 now, and he is in scoring position for Enos Cabell. Got a run and gun 'em game here. We've had 3 caught stealings, though. 6-7, the catchers are up to the task. Single 1 through 11, line out to third base the rest of the way. The split is a 15, so he hit a rope, but the third baseman stood in front of it and made the catch. A snag headed to left field. They got a hit, but that's where it stayed. They have left a man on base in 4 of the 6 innings thus far, meaning the Astros. And we have a 2-2 ball game after 6 complete. Taking care of the books. On to the top of the 7th. Ryan is on borrowed time. He has pitched or faced 27 batters. So for 4 pitches per, roughly 4 or 3 3/4, he is approaching or just surpassed the 100 pitch mark. Top of the 7th. Gave up a single last inning. Lopes leads things off with a 3-8 base hit to right field. Davey goes the other way, lines a base hit in front of Poole, and he is on base. Rudy Law, the batter. Law is a B hit and runner, so we are going to put that play in place. Nobody's in on the corners. The roll is A 8. If you're an 8 and a B on the hit and run chart, excuse me, that's a bounce to second base. The runner on first advances. So they get the runner moving. There's just one play for Morgan to make. That is to throw it over to the excuse me, first baseman Howe. Runner Lopes takes second base. Rudy Law giving himself up to move that runner on. Reggie Smith is the batter. Garvey on deck, and then Baker. A little confab on the mound. Do they go with a intentional or unintentional walk, or what do they do here? They're actually going to put Smith on. They're not going to face him, so they pitch around him, basically. No one declared intentional walk, but it was a intentional, unintentional walk. Two men are on, one are out. Garvey is the batter, looking for a double play ball. Steve is just the man, or can be, 5-8, which is a strikeout swinging. Ryan didn't get the ground ball he was looking for, but he did get the strikeout and the out that he wanted. So now there are two out. Dusty Baker's the batter. Runner on second, Lopes. He's a burner out there. 1-6 is the roll. Fly ball center field. Kind of a lazy little loop out to center field. Center fielder Cedeno Camps catches, and that ends the seventh. Top half of the seventh. Out at first, strikeout, and a fly to center. An assist to the second baseman. We move to the home half of the seventh. We're going to do the seventh inning stretch here. Grab yourself a tasty beverage. Bear with me here while I cue this up. Take a little stretch for the cause here. And we'll be live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Last time this year. So let me hear you. Good and loud. All right, Gary. All one.
Two.
All two. All three.
Take me out to the ball game. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never get back, for it's root for the Cubbies. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. On the bottom of the seventh, we got a tie ball game, 2-2, Astros and Dodgers. April 12th, in the Dome, in the Astrodome, on a Saturday. 4-9 is the result. Bounce shortstop X. Shortstop for the Dodgers is Russell. He's a 3 at righty. 15-3 at short is a bounce out, just the same. Russell over to Garvey, 1 down. Howard 0 for 3. Ashby 0 for 2 at the plate. He's a left-handed swinging catcher. 5-3 is the result, which they hit back to the pitcher. Dom is a 1. He's an E rating of 14, and that's what we're going to test here. 14-9 sounds like an out, but it is not. E rating of 14, a 9 is a 1-base error. So Sutton, a little chopper back to him. Hurried his throw, pitched it in the dirt. Ashby is on. bottom of the 7th. Ashby is a 1 to 10 runner. We're getting a pinch runner for him. So in the run for Alan Ashby will be Rafael Landestoy. A Steeler, 1 to 16 runner. Rafael is going to take Ashby is now out of the game. Reese Poolhouse will come in the game as the catcher. I'll enter him in here now while we're making this swap. So Ashby's day is done. Landestoy is the pinch runner. Allen ended the day 0 for 3 with a strikeout. In the field, he had 4 putouts and a single assist. Landestoy is a 1 to 8, or A Steeler. Comes to 16, -2, back to 14. He's going to go, you know the rule, we've got to run. 14 is the roll, so he just makes it to second base. And each time that it comes up right on the cusp like this, I think that fielder is going to protest the call. Getting a little heated with him and the umpire. Yeah, he gets a warning, but he doesn't get pitched. Poolhouse takes over the catching duties for the Astros. He is a 2-3 rating, 6E rating, 0 for the arm. He's entered into the game. Ryan is due up. He's pitched a lot of pitches. And this being the 3rd game, first outing of the year, Ryan's day is done after 7. So Nolan Ryan is being pinch hit 4. He's headed for the showers. We take the ball from him. We have available to us Jeffrey Leonard, Dave Bergman, Denny Walling, Julio Gonzalez, and Bruce Bochy. We're going with Denny Walling. I just completed a 1986 replay of the Astros season. That was the year that the Astros lost to the Mets in the NLCS. The ground ball through Buckner's legs for the Sox in the series. In this case, the Astros beat the Mets in the NLCS in the replay. So they won their division. They beat the Mets 3 games to 1. So there wasn't the Mets against the Red Sox. It was the Astros against the Red Sox. And the Astros prevailed in 4. So changed a little history there. The Astros won the 1986 World Series. So Denny Walling is entered into the game as the pinch hitter. Sutton's thrown a fair amount of innings too, or pitches. This is going to be his 27th batter. We're finishing up the book on Ryan. He had 1 putout, 1 assist, 1 error. He was 0 for 2 at the plate. Don Sutton is going to remain in the game, though the bullpen is up right now. We've got Howe and Castillo going on the mount in the bullpen. Walling the batter, left-handed swinger. Decent stick up there, 299 average for that year. 1-9, which is a triple 1 through 12. Walling nails a Sutton fastball, drives it in the corner in right field. Round and round they go. Smith can't quite pick it up. And Landestoy, running for Ashby, who reached on an error, scores easily. And Walling ends up at third base with a stand-up triple. RBI. Run scores. It's now 3-2 for Houston. Sutton is going to come out of the game now. Manager's coming out. Gave the veteran the opportunity. Walling was up to the task. And we are going to come in with our star left-hander, Steve Howe. We are in the bottom of the 7th. Howe is yet to be named as the closer for the Dodgers. Yet Don Stanhouse is actually the closer at the start of the year. He fails miserably, and Howe then becomes the closer. So we're going to bring on the left-hander. Sutton's day is done. He went 6 1/3 inning. Gave up 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hits, a hit an inning after a 3-run first inning. At this juncture, should know, well, yeah, he won't give up any more hits here in the 7th, no, will he? So he gave up a hit an inning after that. He's responsible for the runner on third base, so we can't close the book on the runs. He issued 1 solitary walk, struck out just 2, had a double play pulled behind him, didn't give up any home runs, and faced 27 batters. So he retired 19 batters out of 27. He's a delta of 8. He gave up 9 hits and a walk, making that 10. Double play now makes it 9, and we had the caught stealing on pole that now makes the book whole. So infield is in now. Walling is a 1 through 13 runner. We need to get a base runner for him. I think we're going to put Jeffrey Leonard in there. Thinking of the possibility of a fly ball here. So Jeffrey Leonard will be the pinch runner for Walling. He has entered the game. He is at third base now. And the batter is Terry Poole. Infield is in. Howe is the pitcher. Terry, 34%. So he faced righties and lefties equally, or equal compared to the number of left-handers that are in the on the mound. 1/6 is the roll. So Howe loses them on a base on balls. Puts runners at first and third with 1 out. Corners are the infield is still in, with Reynolds coming to the plate. Reynolds, on the other hand, is not going to bat against the left-hander. We're going to go with Bruce Bochy. So the spare catcher is being brought in to pinch hit here in the 7th. Kind of a dangerous thing to do, is if the starting catcher becomes injured, then you're without a catcher. But Bochy's going to come on and pinch hit with a runner on third with 1 out. First and third, actually, with 1 out. Infield is in. 5-8 is the roll, which is a bounce to shortstop B. We had Leonard running, going on the ground ball. So ground ball to Russell. He fires it to Yeager. They get pinch runner Leonard at the plate. Bochy is safe on a fielder's choice. We now have Poole and Bochy on base, first and second, and there are now 2 out. So the infield in worked. The runner on third ran, and Russell threw a strike to Yeager to nail him at the plate. 2 are down. 2 men are on. Cesar Cedeno, he eats up left-handers. We're going to leave Howe in. Fingers crossed. Let's hope this ends well for the Dodgers here and stays within a run. 4-7 is the result, which is against the right-handers. That point of weakness Doc's called strike 3. As Ernie used to say, he stood there like the house beside the road. And that inning is now over. They get a run on a hit. There was a single error, and there are 2 men left on base. So the run that scores is unearned. So Sutton gives up 3 runs, 2 of them earned. The Astros forge ahead 3-2 after 7. Do the book on the fielding, and then we'll be on to the 8th inning. 3-2. Another 2 for the outs. 2 assists at shortstop. Russell's arm working just fine there. So, we now need a pitcher for the Astros. Got Ron Say coming up. Who's after Say? Say, Russell, and Yeager, all right-handers. I think that the Astros, the hometown Astros, let me double check that, but I think that Dave Smith might be unavailable because he was appeared in the first 2 games. There we go. Nope, nobody is not available. In the first game, Sambito, second game, LaCourte and Smith. So the entire bullpen for the Astros is available to us. It's a 6-out save at this point, should there be a pitcher that comes in to save that run. We're going to go the same route that we did the game before. Frank LaCourte will come in and pitch the 8th inning, ideally. And then Dave Smith, the closer, will come in and finish it up in the 9th. So LaCourte comes on. Right-hander to face the 3 right-handers that are due. Ryan's book is done. He went 7 complete. He gave up 8 hits, 2 runs, and were both of those earned? Yeah, both of those were unearned. Walked 1. Walked 1, another unintentionally, intentionally. Struck out 4. Didn't hit anybody. Didn't pitch a wild pitch. Good for you, Nolan Ryan. No double plays. Kept the ball in the yard. Faced 32 batters to get 21 outs. So 11 is the delta. He gave up 8 hits, 2 walks, makes it 10. There were 2 errors and then a caught stealing. So there we are. Book is good. Ron Say, the batter. We are top of the 8th. The Astros have just gone up 3-2. Ron Say, the batter, right-hander versus the reliever, Frank LaCourte, who just came in. 3-7 is the fly ball, center field. Nice lazy fly, so soft contact. That is put away by Cedeno. There's 1 down. Bill Russell, the batter. Bill was 1 for 3. Caught stealing last time he was on base. 410, which is a ballpark hit. 11 is the split. And I think you have to be inside. Yeah. If you're a right-hander, you got to have 1 through 6. So that is the out that is observed there. A fly ball, center field C. So a short fly ball in center field. Cedeno comes on, makes catch running toward the infield. 2 up and 2 down. Steve Yeager, the batter, top of the 8th. Dodgers need a run. 6-4. Yeager hits a ground ball shortstop. Shortstop is a 3. That turns into a chop to the shortstop, Reynolds. Actually a tap, sorry, because the split is a 5. He makes a great play of running in, fielding and throwing in one motion, and he gets the not all that speedy Yeager at first. So, out at first, 2 at center field, assist by the shortstop Reynolds. We have 8 or 7 and 1/2 in. Astros lead 3-2, and they are coming to bat. Howe is still on the mound. Got the last 2 outs in the 7th. Morgan, Cruz, and Cabell, 2 lefties and a righty. Joe against the left-hander. Single to center field, ballpark effect 6 is the split. We never remember what the ballpark effect for left-handers are, 1 through 18. So that is a solid base hit to center field by Morgan. And he is on base. -2 for Howe and -2 for Yeager makes his 1 to 15 chances 1 to 11. Too risky. We're going to keep him on base, not run. Cruz is the batter, left-hander versus left-hander. 5-5, a called strike 3 on Cruz. That is the 1, 2, 3rd called strike, so he argues the call. The split is a 12, so he kind of argues under his breath and then stomps away. Figured not looking at degrees from 1 to 12. Cabell's the batter. Morgan at first. Swings, hits a ground ball to shortstop, plus. So, no hold. As I said, I don't use the hold factors or the stealing factors of Super Advanced. So, this is a hot shot short to the shortstop. 3-2 was the roll. Russell picks it up, flips it to Lopes for 1, Lopes on to Garvey for 2, a double play. Cabell comes up lame at first from the running because, as you can see, 3-2 against the left-hander, ground ball shortstop A plus injury. So Cabell is going to come out of the game. In to play third will come Julio Gonzalez. It looks like the Mario and Mendoza card there. It's a single 1 through 3, and then a double 1-13 single rest of the way. Those are the only hits on this card. Nothing against the right-handers. Yikes. But then I replayed the Tigers 68 season, and Ray Euler was very similar. Played the entire season. They had a $135. Yikes! Double yikes. Oh wait, Cabell. Oh, it's Cabell. Yeah, sorry. I'd written him in under Howe. Gonzalez. Julio. 5'3" and 44 is his E rating. End of the day for Cabell. He ended up 1 for 4. A strikeout and that double play just now. At third base, he had an assist and an error. Side retires. Should mention that. For the Astros, we moved to the top of the 9th. 2, 3, and 4 are where the outs are. 4 and 6 are where the assists are. We moved to the top of the 9th. Frank LaCourte's coming out, as we discussed. Dave Smith is taking the mound. As I said, I did an 86 replay of the Astros, so Smith was the closer for them too. Had 41 saves in that 95 win season that the replay Astros enjoyed. So he was a force. Went through a series, even Strat-O-Matic cards get tired, I guess, as the season goes along. Because there was a 5-game stretch that he blew 3 saves. We're going to pinch hit for Steve Howe, member of the lawyer team, legal team, Dewey Cheatham and Howe. On the pinch hit will come Jay Johnstone. He was giving Rick Monday a hot foot in the dugout when Lasorda hollered down and told him to get a bat. We moved top of the 9th. Do or die for the Dodgers. Johnstone pinch hitting for Howe. Now batting for the LA Dodgers, number 9, Jay Johnstone. He finished the book on Sutton at the plate too. He was 1 for 3. And he committed an error in the field. Errors of abound in this game. So, left-handed swinging Jay Johnstone against Dave Smith. Smith rocks and deals. Closed the book on the court as well. He pitched an inning, faced 3. Didn't give up any runners. 1-5 is the result, which is a strikeout swinging. You got Johnstone to flail at that slider. 1 down. Davey Lopes the batter. Lopes is 3 for 4. He was 3 for 5 in yesterday's game. He has been on base all 4 times in this game. 3 singles and a safe on an error in the first inning. Let's see if he can keep this streak alive. The Dodgers need runners. 2-6 is the roll, which is a hot shot to shortstop. Reynolds is up for the task, though. Steps in front of it, fires it across the diamond. There are 2 up and 2 down. Rudy Law is due up. Rudy is not going to that, though. What sort of hollers down the bench? Tells Monday, put your foot out and get in the batter's box. You are pinch hitting. So Rick Monday, the flags saver, sweet singing or swinging home run hitting right fielder will come to the plate. If the game prolongs, say, Monday hits a home run like a 3-8 or a 3-10 roll, then he will play center field. And wait, we're going to put Smith in center field. Let's get there first of all right? 2 are out. Nobody's on. Smith going to lock down the win for the Astros. Monday trying to prolong the game and 3-5. He gets it in the right column, but not deep enough. 3-5 is the roll, which is the double 1, fly to center field the rest of the way. The split is an 18, so it is a line drive to center field, but a running catch out there. Kind of hit at him, just had to run back and make the catch. So Daniel puts that away. It's a 1-2-3 inning for the Astros, and the Dodgers fall to the Astros 3-2. Assisted 6. So the Astros have swept the Dodgers at Houston. We'll do the line scores and then we'll wrap up the ball game. So 9 innings in, the Dodgers had 2 runs on 8 hits, and they committed 2 errors. So line score of 2, 8, and 2 for the visiting Dodgers. For the hometown Astros, their line is 3 runs. That late inning or 8th inning, like that 7th inning score that ends up being the winning run. 3 runs on 9 hits. And 2 errors as well. So their line is 3-9-2. Third game in the books for the 1980 season replay for the Dodgers. The Dodger season starts out 0-3 with the Astros sweeping them. In this final game, let's see, Ryan pitched till the 7th. The winning run scores in the bottom of the 7th. So Ryan is the winner. The save goes to Smith as he protected that 1-run lead with a perfect 9th with a strikeout to boot. So the winning pitcher is Nolan Ryan. Save goes to Dave Smith. The loss goes to Don Sutton. Howe went 1 2/3 in relief. Gave up 1 hit, 1 walk, struck out 2, had a double play pulled behind him. So he faced a net of 6 to get 5 outs, 2 men on, 1 eliminated by a double play. The book is good. So there you have it. Game number 3 of the 1980 replay of the Dodger season ends with a 3-game series sweep. Dodgers falling 3-2 to the Houston Astros. Ryan is the winner. Sutton is the loser. Smith gets the save. Thanks for listening and watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Catch you in the next game.